see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Noles will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was able to get back on top of it. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be fourth down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
They'll try the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll they'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Trying to barge their way in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, no! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant.
And the defense makes him play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, and great job timing it up, catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. Now, you say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, get the sack.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback may change this route. On On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, better look out. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Got his man on the outside. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Snagged out of the air. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about the...
There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run.
Breaks away on the left. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. The run to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll leave it with him. Got a little space. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A strike downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Was to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Snags it over the middle. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quarterback making checks. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Florida State! And that one will give them the lead. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Running into the open space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. NC State quick to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man in the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play on a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
Back's going for the goal line. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The lone back's got it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Turning it on. And he's wrestled to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
He might want another play. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Quickly complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Church. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Breaks into the open. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Moran. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. And to get rid of it quickly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the... There he goes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. NC State on the move. Set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab. Touchdown, NC State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody.
Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Running to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. If they can just hang on, they might be able to notch their first victory of the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun. Wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. And you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on fourth down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Line getting set on second down. Handoff to the single running back. And that is how we will wrap this one up.